In this concluding video for general introduction about volatile oil, we will talk about how to remove volatile oil, how to extract or how to isolate volatile principles or volatile oil from the plant. So basically there are three methods. Number one is distillation using water. It will be called hydrodistillation. If we go for steam, it will be called steam distillation, and if you are going for their combination, that is water as well as steam, it will be called hydrodistillation. So we will talk about first distillation. So as we all know, we give heat in the distillation. Direct heat is given to the plant material. So this method is not useful for heat sensitive material. So it is not used for such type of material. Example, it can be used for turpentine oil and it is applied for dried plant material. So what we do, we take the plant material, we reduce it in size, we keep in a flask having water, and we heat the water. We heat the water by burner. So heat is going to plant material through water, and through condenser this water vapor and volatile oil coming from the plant material goes from the condenser by giving water to cool the material, that is to condense the vapor of oil and water. We go for condensation using condenser by supplying cold water. At the receiving end we will get a mixture of oil in water. So if oil is lighter than water, generally it happens, it will float on the water. If it is heavier, in case of clove oil, it will settle down, and we will separate through some knob, through some mechanism. We will remove two types of liquid water in oil. Second is steam distillation. It is directly, what we do in this, directly steam is passed, steam is prepared separately, then this ready to use steam is supplied to the plant material, which is kept in a vessel without any water. So it can be used for heat sensitive it can be used for heat sensitive material, unlike the first case. So example is eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil. So what we do, from a perforated, in the flask we keep our material, and from perforated bottom we supply steam. So steam is passed to the fresh plant material from boiler, and this is the main method. So in first category, that is in hydrodistillation, we may use dried material, but in steam distillation we have to use always fresh material. Now there is third category, that is C, that is hydrodistillation in water, steam distillation, both are used. So it is suitable for those plant which are not suitable for direct heat or steam. For example, clove oil, cinnamon oil, steam is supplied to powdered material which is dipped into the water. It is the difference. Now we will talk about second category, that is enfleurage. Very beautiful way is there in this. In this method, on the sheet of wax, we spread the petals. For example, if we want to remove the rose oil, we will separate the petals of the rose flower. We will spread uniformly on a wax, on a sheet of wax, and we will keep it some time, so that all the volatile principles will be absorbed by this fatty material. We will remove this exhausted petal. We will put separate fresh petal until it is over. We will remove it. We will keep doing this cycle again and again until all the fatty material or all the fat is completely saturated with the volatile oil. Then we will melt this, and this fat in a careful manner. Then we will remove this oil from the fat by at low temperature. So here once again I read this: a small quantity of oil is present. In that case only we use this method. It is for heat sensitive method, because there is minimum use of heat. Flower petals are taken basically for perfume purpose, to preserve their natural aroma or natural fragrance. For example, rose oil, jasmine oil. Glass plate is generally covered with animal fat or vegetable fat. For example, animal fat is lard. It can be other fat in case of vegetable oil. So petals are sprayed and kept for a few days before replacing with fresh petal. Absorbed volatile oil is extracted from the fat using alcohol. So this is cold enfleurage, means we are removing the absorbed oil from the petal which went into the wax or the fatty material. From the fatty material, by shaking with alcohol, we will remove the volatile principle. No heat is required. It is called cold enfleurage. In case of hot method, fat is heated at 50 degrees Celsius, and from alcohol, oil is removed by distillation at reduced pressure. Now this is second method. Third method is expression. Expression method is nothing but by applying mechanical pressure, you are removing the oil. So for example, citrus fruit, example orange or lemon. So you will inverse these peels of the fruits, and by pointed objects, mechanically through a rotor, you will continuously rotate that mechanically driven shaker having pointed piercing needles, and these needles will rupture the oil possessing cells in these peels, and oil will come out from the oil glands. So all the oil coming will be absorbed on the sponge. Then from sponge we will further remove the oil. This is the method which we use for removing the oil from the hard surface from the citrus fruits. And fourth is solvent extraction. Directly using organic solvents, we shake generally petroleum ether, hexane, all the organic non-polar solvents which have ability to dissolve the volatile principle. So this type of solvents are non-polar. For example, methanol, ethanol and hexane, petroleum ether. At a temperature not exceeding 50 degrees Celsius, we shake the plant having volatile oil with any of these volatile solvent. Then distillation is done under reduced pressure, and we separate the oil from this solvent. So with this we are concluding this general introduction series of volatile oil. And next videos will be on tannins and alkaloids. Thank you very much.